It's a very symbolic dish, and it's a vegetarian dish. I call this a Buddha's delight. In this particular dish is very, very easy to do. What I'm going to do is something, everything is vegetarian. I start from here. This is cloud ear. This is some form of mushroom. It's also called wan yi. This is cellophane noodle, already soaked for about 10 to 15 minutes. Made from bean thread noodle. Tofu, carrot, bamboo shoot, ginkgo nuts. It's no big deal, but what a name. Ginkgo nut. The dried new nut. And then green onion and gorgeous looking baby corn. And not only that, we have some water chestnut. This is fresh water chestnut. Napa cabbage. And this is very interesting. This is lily bud. Tied it in a knot. Originally, it looks like this. I'm open this up. You see, it looks like this. You tie it in a knot. The idea is so when you cook it, the darn thing won't fall apart. And also, when the darn thing is moving around, it looks kind of strange. So I tied a little knot. So now it doesn't look strange. It looks perfect. And also, I have mushroom and dry bean curd stick, okay? This is hay-like seaweed. It's black moss. It's not a seaweed, it's a moss. Now, I am going to get ready to cook by first heating up our wok. And then I use about a teaspoon or so of vegetable oil because of vegetarian cooking. And then move them around, make sure they coat the entire cooking surface. And then we are going to cook. First, we're going to cook the vegetable. It takes a little bit longer to cook. And of course, because you use vegetarian broth, you're not going to use any beef broth or stock or chicken stock. For flavor, the most important thing is coming out from the vegetable. See, mushroom has a lot of flavor. And carrot also have a lot of flavor. So we cut this carrot up. First, we'll cut up the garlic. Garlic. Even my mother thought I was pretty quick. She is quicker. Set it aside, garlic, and just give some flavor, okay? And then, while you're doing that, also put the vegetable, which takes a little bit longer to cook, which is mushroom. You want the flavor out of it. And then Napa cabbage. Oh, look at this. And then cut up some carrot. Look at what you're doing while you are doing it. Put them all together. This will give color, contrast. And then toss it. You see, this is a non-stick wok cooking surface, but I can use this spatula because it's a very unique non-stick cooking surface. And then we put the rest of the ingredient. Okay? Dried bean curd stick, cloud ear, hair-like seaweed, lily bud or golden lily bud, and then tofu, ginkgo nut. Wow, look at this. I'll save this for myself. And then, look at this. You got a lot of ingredient here. It is very heavy. Tough to make a living. Look at this, nice and colorful. Add a tiny bit of soy sauce. About 2 to 3 tablespoons soy sauce. And then, in this mixture, you have vegetarian broth. You have a tiny bit of cooking wine. And also, we have a tiny bit of fermented soybean curd, which is natural tofu. This piece is one piece of these. You can mash it up and then use it as a flavoring. Then you let it simmer for approximately 2 to 3 minutes. It's very easy to do. While I'm simmering this, I'm going to show you this. Some of the ingredients that I use that you probably have never seen. This is cellophane noodle. Look at this. This is bean curd, dry bean curd stick, made from soybean curd. And this is hair-like seaweed. It looks exactly like mine. See this? Can you see this? This is a black moss. This is a mushroom, shiitake mushroom, or donggu. This is a very expensive one. This is a cheap one. You can have this one. I'm going to keep this too. This is a golden lily bud. Gum jum. This is a cloud ear. Okay? All of these ingredients. I'm going to set this aside because I am ready to serve this wonderful dish. Very easy to do. Everybody can do it. And we put this right in the middle so everybody can see it. When it's done, look at this. I want to show you how wonderful. Put them all together. Perfect. See that? This is colorful and nutritious. It will delight not only the Buddhists, but everybody here as well as at home. You might wonder, what does a Buddhist monastery look like? Let me take you to one. The cuisine of China is as ancient as its religion. Many of today's Chinese vegetarian dishes can be traced back to these temples. Buddhism came to China from India in the 8th century AD. The monks lived a pure and simple life. Meat is forbidden in the daily diet. As a result, we can thank them for the great variety of vegetarian dishes in Chinese cuisine. A lot of people always ask me, when you go out to a Chinese restaurant, how do you serve? I want to introduce you to a very typical Chinese setting. Here, you have a little teaspoon or serving spoon. This is a chopstick rest. You see this? Chopstick rest. And here is the soup bowl. See? If you go to formal banquet, you put it in a little silver container like this. On this saucer, this is Chinese soup spoon. And then you put it on top of this. Of course, I only have 2 of these. One for me, one for my other half. Now, also, they normally only have a little saucer with soy sauce. Because when you go to Chinese restaurant, normally you make sure the food is seasoned properly, so you don't need to season it too much later. That's why they only give you a teeny tiny bit of soy sauce rather than give you a big bottle of soy sauce. And then when you eat, this is how I'm going to show you. When you eat, you pick this up. After you finish your soup, they normally, the waiter or the waitress would take this out. We set this aside, okay? So you have this little plate, okay? And then when you eat, this is how you do it. This is how you properly eat from a rice bowl. Pick up your chopstick, particularly when you're hungry. You sit down first, see? Like me, you sit down. I'm sitting down right now. It's so comfortable. I cannot believe it myself. Unbelievable. And then when you eat, this is how the Chinese eat. You graciously put the amount of rice, stare at the damn thing, and put this graciously, push it in your mouth. You don't go like that, you go like that, okay? Never, like most Chinese restaurants, you go out, they serve rice in a rice plate, like this. Can you imagine they gave you a big plate and you put all the stuff in there? You have to use your chopstick to pick it up. This is only done when people go on a diet, a strict diet in China, because it takes about 2 months to pick up all the rice. If you are served with a plate of rice like this is how you do it. You use a spoon, okay? And then you scoop this, put it over here, and then you transfer this and you put it. This is how you do it. Never just go. Even you sit down, it takes too long. See, very easy to do. Learn what my mother called wonton soup. Everybody should do it because you can use it just like a Chinese ravioli, okay? Here, what I have is all these ingredients. I have some ground pork. You can use ground beef. You can have some water chestnut. Let me show you the water chestnut. Okay, water chestnut, ground beef, or ground pork. I put it over here. Actually, you should not put it on the cutting board. You should put it in a bowl like this. Okay? Or if you have a lot of energy, go, ha! And then Also, I have some green onion, okay? And also have some white pepper and sesame seed oil because you got to season this. In the meantime, I'll have to cut this up. I'm too young to use this. I use this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Isn't that exciting? And then you put them all together. And then you put this down. You transfer it like this. Okay? And then, if you want, you can even use one of these to chop your water chestnut. All you have to do is go like this. While you're watching Sesame Street. Look at this. Look at how easy. You go like this, like this. In the meantime, oh, this is perfect. I'm going to put this over here and mix it up with a tiny bit of sesame seed oil and white pepper because you have to marinate this, okay? Put them all together. And then the important thing is you can also use a tiny bit of soy sauce. Look at this. Soy sauce and a tiny, tiny bit of egg white. You see? Make it easier. Move it around with a chopstick or with a spoon. When I was growing up, my mom taught me how to use a fork and spoon. I did not learn how to use chopstick when I was 12 years old. That was 7 years ago. Look at this. Okay, put them all together, set it aside. Then the next thing I want to show you is we're going to heat up some water or broth. And I want to show you how to fold the wonton. Folding wonton is a great experience, okay? Whenever you hold this, take enough out, the rest you should wrap it up because this way it will dry it out. So you wrap it up and you keep it. I have this here for the past 200 years. And then, this is how you do it. You use a little spoon. Everybody should learn how to do this. Put a spoon, put it right here. Okay? I want to show you. Egg white. And you fold it like this. Look at this. You see this? Fold this into a triangle like this. Okay? Everybody look. And then you use a tiny bit of egg white or water. You put it right over here at the corner. You twist this. Now you have wonton. You see? This is 1 ton. This is 2 ton. This is 3 ton. 4 ton. We have 4 tons here. Now, make sure this is hot, and then you put the wonton, particularly when you make wonton soup, you put the wonton right over here. Wonton is wonderful in soup. You put it over here, let it cook for a little while, use a little slotted spoon. Pick it out when it's done. And then, when it's done, it would look like this. Look at this. Not like this. Looks like this. Very nice, because you can cook this ahead of time. Look at how beautiful. And then you get ready a bowl to make wonton soup. This is going to be the bowl. When this is done, it takes about 2 minutes or so. Then you scoop out the one that's already cooked. Keep it in water. Then you put 2 ton, 3 ton, 4 ton, 5 ton. It depends on how hungry you are. I am very hungry. Are you hungry today? Yes. We have 6 tons. Oh, look at this. We have 6 tons. I'm going to remove these and put it aside. And then scoop some of these broth, chicken broth, right in here. We'll make wonton soup. Now, aside from that, you also want to put a tiny, tiny bit. I want to remove these first. I want to show you, you also want to put in a tiny, tiny bit of green onion and a tiny bit of soy sauce. Look at this, how beautiful. Now, I want to show you something that you have never seen this. Let me remove these. This weighs 1 ton, giant 1 ton. Look at this. Since